During Donald Trump's interview with Time magazine, that of course was published this past week, he was asked by the reporter about the statements he initially made on Sean Hannity's program and then did repeat them several times after that, where he said that he would like to be a dictator for just one day, right? If he gets back into office, he's going to be a dictator on day one and day one only. And so, of course, obviously, as I said at the time, he'll keep repeating that, and he has. So the reporter asked him about that. Hey, you said you wanted to be a dictator. Could you, do you think that was a good thing to say, basically? And Trump's reply was, a lot of people like it. A lot of people like it. Hey, you said you were basically going to turn the United States into a dictatorship. Do you want to walk back that comment at all? No, because a lot of people like it. Now, here's what's so outrageous about that statement. It's not outrageous that Donald Trump did not walk back his previous comments. That's a given. It's not outrageous that he doubles down on them. We knew that was going to happen too. What's outrageous is that he's not wrong. That's the sick part of that story. There's your twist ending. It's not that he said it. It's that he's not wrong about it. Now, don't get me wrong here. I'm not saying a majority of people in this country support the idea of Trump becoming a dictator, even if just for a day, which we all know it's not going to be a day. If he becomes a dictator, he's a dictator for the rest of his life. But you look at the polls surrounding this issue, and what do they tell us? They tell us that a majority of Republicans are actually cool with that idea. So if Trump is looking at those polls, of the Republicans, of his party, of his supporters, then what he's saying is accurate. A lot of people do like it. Republicans seem to love the idea of living under an authoritarian regime where they don't have to make their own decisions. The state's making the decisions for me. How can, what kind of haircut can I get? What kind of health care am I allowed to have? What kind of car can I drive? Because Donald Trump, as we all know, has gone on a tirade against electric vehicles, wants to get rid of them. Everybody's got to drive a gas guzzler that gets 6 miles to the gallon. That's what Republicans are okay with. Not just that they're okay with it, they actually seem to want it. Which, honestly, is about the most un-American thing you can believe, right? I mean, this country is a republic, but it is a democracy as well. We have a democratic system where we elect our people based on popular vote. But Trump wants to do away with it, and Republicans seem perfectly fine with it. Now, the other side of the problem for Donald Trump here is that even though a majority of Republicans, self-identified Republicans, like this idea, nobody else does. Republicans do not make up a majority in this country. At this moment, they don't even make up a third of this country. So about half of less than 1/3 of the country agrees with what he's saying. So we're talking about what, maybe 15% of the population? So you got another 85% that doesn't like it. And those 85% are kind of disgusted that he says it and disgusted that he keeps saying it. So I'm not necessarily worried about that small faction of Republicans who say that they like it. Because Trump's not winning any new people over to his camp by making statements like this. If anything, he's turning people away from him. So if he wants to double down on it, if he wants to keep saying it, go ahead and do it. Because you're not attracting any new people, you're actually pushing them away. Hey everybody, I don't know if you've noticed this, but we are closing in on a pretty major milestone here at Fair and Balanced as we approach 500,000 subscribers. But we're not there yet, and we definitely need your support. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, like and comment on the videos and share them as widely as possible.